Hey, I'm Kimberly Walston, and welcome to Insiders Health TV, where we bring you the freshest happenings in the world of medicine without that quack propaganda. Today we'll be talking about how porn is changing our sex lives, and we'll be heading back to Cali to check in with Danica Quinn and our Hollywood Healthbeat. But believe it or not, there is a lot of porn on the internet. Some of you might even be using that very same laptop when you come over and watch our show. And it turns out that it's changing the way we think about sex. Even though it's the pro wrestling of intercourse, totally fake and phony, it's impossible to look past pornography and what it's doing to our culture. Due to internet porn, the estimate is that men are masturbating 50 to 500% more than they would normally due to the internet. It's also right there. It's free. It's a lot easier and cheaper than dinner and a movie. So if a guy normally masturbated once a day, it could be 3 or 4. And if you're doing it 3 times a week, it could be up to 10 or 15. And if you're a teenage boy, this doesn't prompt much of a problem. Let's be honest, it's probably the most action you're getting anyway, little Jack. But when you're middle-aged with a beer gut and already lower levels of testosterone, it can very much affect the sexual satisfaction of your wife or girlfriend. And that's when it becomes a problem. CNN's Ian Kerner, a sex counselor and doctor, terms this sexual attention deficit disorder, or aptly nicknamed SAD. And SADD is a lot like ADD, with guys more interested in other things than getting down to it and performing for their gals. So fellas, instead of sitting up front at that computer for the next 20 minutes, why don't you go buy some groceries, cook a nice meal for your significant other, and focus on doing it the right way. These are some great results that we can almost guarantee. And now for La La Land, we're tossing it out to Hollywood, where Danica Quinn is giving us a first look at celebrity health news. Danica?
The trial continues against Michael Jackson's former doctor, Conrad Murray, and the testimony just keeps on getting more interesting. An LAPD detective is claiming that Dr. Murray told him Michael was begging for a dose of propofol just before his death. Michael had been using this hypnotic drug regularly to help him sleep, although the doctor said he was trying to wean MJ off of it. But that night, the doctor allegedly gave in to Michael's pleas and provided the drug to help his pop star patient get some shut-eye. The drug has to be administered intravenously, but Dr. Murray claims Michael kind of liked to push in the needle himself. So the doc left it to him, went to the bathroom, and then returned to find Michael not breathing. According to the testifying detective, Murray also admitted to giving MJ several other drugs that night, which were all futile attempts to induce sleep. As the court determines whether or not Murray was responsible for the star's death, the doctor maintains his defense that Michael overdosed on his own. Well, that's it for your celebrity health news, but I always have my finger to the pulse of Hollywood. Back to you, Kim.
Thank you, Danica. More great Hollywood news. Now that's it for this edition of Insiders Health TV. I'm your host, Kimberly Walston, and remember, it's your health. We're just helping you think outside the box.